What's up, guys? Welcome back. Brand new dude here. So, new replay. Here we are again, going up against Vanquish Soul. Same 60 card build, no changes here. I will say with the 60 card build, the only time I feel that the 60 card build is not really optimal is when we're going up against Malice. I don't have any Malice replays coming up, this week, but I did attend the locals this past weekend, and going up against Malice at this locals, I will say I really needed to see like Super Poly, the Mochamis, but yeah, I just felt like 60 card build, not really the best deck count in terms of deck counts, not really the best when going up against Malice, but yeah, anyways, moving on. I have been enjoying my 60 card build. I am playing 2 Retributions, and I will say 2 Retributions, I'm telling you guys, it's just wonders. It's just doing the work here. So here we are with Super Poly, Cartesia, Serenia, Aluba, and Lubellion. Opponent has 2 Ryzens, the Jiaolong, Forlos, and Stake Your Soul. So here the Vanquish Soul player is going first. So normal summon Raisin, which will search for Heavy Borger. And now one thing you want to know about, well, not know about, one thing you need to consider when it comes to going up against the Vanquish Soul is that with your Bistio, sometimes it's actually really good for you to banish their dark attributes. Obviously, the Vanquish Soul dark attribute monsters, banish those as well, because the Link 1 tends to try to add those to hand. So yeah, that's something I think you should consider as a strategy when going up against Vanquish Soul. But yeah, opponent activates Xiaolong because it's well, wait, did you reveal? Oh wait, he didn't reveal one, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah, he normal summon Raisin at Xiaolong. I don't know why Xiaolong's being activated here, but I mean, if you must, you can just go Ryzen, show fire, cool, whatever. Then okay, yeah, we're just gonna look past that. Anyways, Heavy Borger will summon itself, links off into the rock. Then here he goes rock effect, attempting to add from grave, and I decide to bestial this. Just get that out of the grave so that because I was betting on the fact that okay, like Holy Sue, I think, and also most of his Vanquish Soul cards do require him to show a dark for the effect. So sometimes getting rid of the dark, it was a gamble for me, hoping like he doesn't have a dark to help him have more interruptions against us. But Xiaolong here showing 2 fires, he does search for a Heavy Borger, cool, Stake Your Soul, revealing Borger, and then here he will summon the Mad Love, which will get him access to the field spell. The field spell honestly is actually so crazy. This field spell does so much, guys. But yeah, pretty good card for Vanquish Soul. Field spell effect, target the Mad Love to search for Holy Sue, and then yeah, is it Holy or Holly? I think it's Holy Sue. Holy Sue, my bad. Anyways, Holy Sue will summon itself by revealing a Vanquish Soul end phase because he has 2 or more Vanquish Soul monsters in the main zone, right? I think so. Main zone, oh, if you just control 2 or more Vanquish Soul monsters, yeah. So it sets the Snow Devil, so passes turn, and now the instructions basically we have here could potentially be Holy Sue. It needs to show a Earth and a Dark, so he doesn't have Earth, so he has Ryzen, which will pop a card. He most probably will get access to Caesar through Holy Sue. Snow Devil, which can potentially blow up the field. Does he have Earth? He doesn't have Earth, but Holy Sue is definitely there. Borger, which could draw a card or burn us. But yeah, those are interruptions, and let's see. I was there just confirming what cards I knew in hand and just reading the trap card. Okay, we draw for turn now. Draw into High Spirits, good. But in draw phase, I decide to go Super Poly. What do I? Yeah, I think I do go Super Poly here. Yeah, Super Poly. The reason why we just got Cartesia because yeah, we have Rebellion, High Spirits that still gives us access to Blind Fusion, so it's fine. But here we go Super Poly because we want to get rid of Rock, mainly Rock, and we just get rid of an extra name. But Rock being able to allow them to just special summon from hand, we don't want to allow him like too many ways to just summon Vanquish Soul monsters from hand. So yeah, Super Poly that board just as interruption. Now main phase we go Rebellion. Opponent does go Holy Sue, which will attempt to summon from the deck. Shows the Earth and Fire and Dark. Summons a Raisin. This time, yeah, he summons a Raisin. But yeah, I guess, yeah, whatever the case is. And now on summon he goes Raisin effect, which will add a Vanquish Soul card, and then I think he also changed the Fire and Dark to destroy all columns. I know it does say you can only use each effect once per turn. But yeah, it's fine. Okay, cool. Nothing there. Search for Serenia, and then he's gonna go Raisin to search and to pop. So search for Caesar, and he will pop our Starving Venom. So yeah, Starving Venom here will trigger, and our opponent is gonna go Jiaolong. which will basically, he's just going to add a Vanquish Soul card, shows both Horizons in hand, and here he adds another copy, or Holy Sue, so he has an Earth in hand, another one, and then blows up his field. He decides not to use his field spell to protect this time because he still has the trap card. So yeah, no issues with that, I guess. Moving on, I decide to go Serenia because I am planning to use High Spirits, but we just go Serenia, target the Mad Love, yeah, because that's the only, I mean, yeah, we don't need to worry about the link, they never like add this back into extra deck. So yeah, just targeting Mad Love to banish. No response here, and we do chain High Spirits to this. So yeah, even though we're never gonna summon the Serenia or the Bestials, do make use of the effects to banish something at least. Anyways, yeah, they are accidentally added the wrong card. Yeah, put the Background Fusion, add Albion. On res, Bestial Serenia here will send the Retribution. We then go normal summon Loop Effecture just to see maybe if it has an Imperm or something, you know, whatever the case is, or Effect Veiler. But yeah, I guess Vanquish Soul, they don't play Effect Veiler, yeah, because they don't really need light for their Vanquish Soul effects. So anyways, now here we have Brand Fusion, go Albion. So here I decide to send Opening because we know our opponent does have, I was going to call this card Wave Hiking Caesar Valius, so we know we just need that protection for our fusions. And yeah, I didn't want to waste my time with Lost because I do believe, yeah, if we activate Lost, he will just summon Caesar attempt to pop this, you know, like why waste our time there. So anyways, I just do this, and yeah, I decide here summon Rebellion. On the summon of my Bestial Rebellion, my opponent does decide to use the trap card, shows Earth, shows Dark, and shows Fire. And so we're going to take a total of, how much, 1,800 damage. He's going to summon a Vanquish Soul from hand, and then his Vanquish Soul monsters can be destroyed by card effects, and also he destroys all our monsters. So yeah, summons the Caesar, blows up our field. And then moving on, we activate Brand of Fusion. Here we send Albus and Cortesia, going to Albion. Opponent, yeah, he didn't have Ash, but he also doesn't have DD Crow or Bestials in his hand. But chaining one Albion, chaining two Holy Sue. Here we go straight for Mirror Jade because I don't want to waste my time like discarding and all of that stuff. So yeah, go straight for Mirror Jade, put the pressure right there. Into battle phase. Now here I go Albion, crash into Caesar, well not crash, just suicide into Caesar because I just want this engrave. Opponent, he attempts to Holy Sue, but yeah, he can't use that effect, I believe. Yeah, Earth and Dark. Yeah, I think he was trying to use the Steel effect there, but yeah, he can't. And did he use the other effect? Yeah, he did. So yeah, Mirror Jade here, I attempt to banish. He's not able to bounce this back. Yeah, because Heavy Borger, sorry, is only during the main phase, so he can't bounce it back. So there goes the Caesar. I don't know if he's playing 2 copies of Caesar, but most builds only play 1. Mirror Jade attempt to destroy Holy Sue, but protects with the field spell. Retribution in main phase 2, we just add High Spirits. Now the reason why is because we have Titan, we have Albion. I wasn't going to set Brandon red, right? Yeah, I wasn't going to set Brandon red. I decided, you know what, we need High Spirits that way because Grand Gugno can be pretty good for us here. So I decided, yeah, let me just add back the High Spirits. And I think, what else? Oh yeah, reason why is because with Albion, I'm not sure if I'm going to set Banishment here. Yeah, I'm not going to set Branded Banishment here because usually when I set Banishment, I do want to use it so that I can summon Albion, fuse away Rebellion, and Albion to go into Lad. But I decided, you know, against Vanquish Soul, I don't think we need Lad here. So in end phase, we're going to just add Cortesia to hand, and then we go Titan, summon Quem. Quem here will dump an Albus because we do need an Albus name in the graveyard, and Rinbrim is there as well. So further interruption. Now Albion here, I decide to set the second copy of Retribution because yeah, we need to stop our opponent from summoning too much here. So yeah, set that and we pass. Sure, so the only interruptions we have basically will be High Spirits. You know, we could search for Mercuria, dump a Grand Gugno, Quem, yeah, I guess you could reborn a Cortesia or an Albus depending on the situation, and we have Retribution. So yeah, opponent draws return, he draws Extravagance, which activates at the start of his main phase. Banish 6. Draws into Mad Love and Nibiru. Here we do trigger Quem, target the Cortesia. Okay, cool. We have a fusion. Normal Sun Ryzen Effecture to search. Searches for Jiao, and then here I believe, I don't think he goes, yeah, he goes Heavy Borger, target Holy Sue, and then here I think I do use Retribution. The reason why is because he's just going to, you know, draw cards, burn us, so I kind of want to stop that. I'm not worried about Mad Love. It's just going to search for spell. I guess either spell could be either another copy of the field spell or the, a Dust Devil, the one that flips our cards face down. But I'm not worried about that. So yeah, Heavy Borger, nope, I'm not allowing that. And then goes Holy Sue showing Earth and Dark. I mean, Fire and Dark to attempting to, what does Fire and Dark do? I think this one special summons, yeah it does. Here I decided to chain High Spirits to Holy Sue, so we show Cartesia, Sengra and Gugno, and I do add a Mercuria. And also when I use Retribution there guys, I did put back the Mirror Jade because we'll only play one Mirror Jade, so that's where Albaz can go into Mirror Jade this turn as well, so that's the reason why I decided to put that back. I was initially planning on using Retributions just to put the Albion and Titan Clad, but yeah, we just went this way. Anyways, opponent resolved Holy Sue, Chainlink 1, Mad Love, Chainlink 2, Grand Gugno. Here we go summon out Quiritus. Mad Love here will search for the Vanquish, so Dust Devil, and then he activates Dust Devil. So here, because he has 3 Vanquish souls, he's going to flip all our monsters face down. So I chain the Quiritus, and then our monsters are just end up going face down. Field Spell effect, target Mad Love, search for another copy of Holy Sue. And then here, yeah, Holy Sue will attempt to summon herself. Did he not do this already? No, I don't think so. Might be wrong. But yeah, summon Holy Sue, and then Jiaolong here, because of Vanquish Soul monster was revealed, it will attempt to summon itself. Don't worry, my opponent accidentally clicked next start of turn, but yeah, moving on. Now here's the thing, he does have, okay, 2 level 4s, 3 level 5s here, and now here he overlays, and he goes into the number 67 Paradise Smash, and yo, this card guys, I'm not sure why he didn't. Let me just see, you can detach 2 materials, play with the higher total at once per turn. If either player rolls a 6-sided dice, while this has material, you can treat one as a result 7. So I'm not sure why he didn't use this, because isn't the plan that you want to have like 3 materials so that you can detach 2, so that the second effect, the one that says like while this card's material, you can treat one as a result of 7. I'm not sure why he didn't do that. Anyways, on the summon though, I decided nope, we're not playing games here, so we're gonna go Rinbrim, target Albaz, and we are gonna get rid of this right away. So Albaz effect, discard Luba, and we just fusion summon, go into Mirror Jade. Cool. Now with this we have Mercury as negates as well. We can go Mirror Jade, banish something, send either Albion I guess in this situation, but when it comes to outside we have Retribution to add back Brand Fusion. Does he have any further plays? Sure. So in this situation I do assume, yeah, he's only playing 1 Caesar, 2 level 4s, I don't know why. I guess he could have just overlaid into Baguska unless he banished that off the Extravagance. But yeah, opponent here, he does end up conceding game number 1. So we go to game number 2 here. So we are going second here now, obviously against Vanquish Soul. You do want to have your draws in. Purilia is a far better, more charming card to play than Full Loss. You can take it out. For Full Loss, you can add in your back row removal like Lightning Storms, Harpies, any other hand traps, I'm not sure. Whatever else you guys want to play, but yeah, definitely those. So yeah, we open Rebellion, Aluba, Lightning Storm, Talents, and the brand new red. Opponent opens Talents, Holy Sue, the trap card, Jerusalem, and Heavy Borger. So he's going first, starts off with Holy Sue, reveal the Borger, summon that, and then Heavy Borger will bounce back 1 to summon itself, show the Jerusalem to draw a card. So here he will draw into draw, and he will just set the trap and pass turn. He doesn't bother going into the link. I guess there's no point going into the link because, yeah, I'm not sure. Should he have went into the link? Maybe. I guess would it not have been good? I guess he didn't want to be hit with a bistro in that situation, so he didn't bother going into the link. So yeah, fair. Draw for turn, we draw Albion Shrouded. In draw phase, opponent does go Heavy Borger, drawing a card. So here he draws into the Shared Ride. Not a hand trap. So let's do Rebellion, searching for the Serenia. I just do this first and then we activate. Yeah, we get hit with draw. Cool, it's fine. Get hit with that. Activate Lightning Storm. Opponent, he did mean to activate the Snow Devil here, so we changed that. We take 400 damage and he will special summon Holy Sue from the hand. Sorry. We then follow up with Talents, hit that Jerusalem out, so now Heavy Borg can reveal, and also now he's like low. Well, he's running short on attributes in his hand. Don't worry, I didn't care about these 2 cards, it's fine. Most probably not going to activate monster effects in outsturn now because we see he has talents. Moving on, I do decide to set and pass. Now this was a risk I was taking because, yeah, who knows, if he normal summons Horizon, yeah, that is kind of cooked for us. But I decided, you know what, I'm going to take a risk. So this is crazy. Albion Shrouded, can't do much with this unless, yeah, can't really do much here. So that draw, I decided to set and pass. Opponent just Stake Your Soul, links off into Rock. Rock effect here will add back Holy Sue. Activate the Stake Your Soul, reveal Holy Sue, and then he'll summon Caesar. Here he will then enter battle phase. Yeah, he sets the shared right. Cool. Enters battle phase. Destroys with Augur. Attacks with 3k with Caesar. And passes his turn. So moving on, we draw into Super Volley for turn. Opponent activates shared right in the draw phase. If you don't know, guys, basically each time a card is added from the main deck or grave to your opponent's hand, except by drawing them, you can draw one card. So yeah. Main phase, here I decide to go Shrouded, send the Retribution first before anything, draw into another copy of Savinia. Yeah, opponent, I just told him I didn't draw a card there. I mean, I drew a card I didn't add. Cool, moving on. Activate Super Poly, use the Rock and Bolga to go into Starving Venom. Chainlink 1 Savinia, Chainlink 2 Starving Venom, which will gain 3000 attack here. Kind of forgot about this card, yo. But yeah, anyways, send the Brand Fusion, then Retribution here is going to add the Brand Fusion. We then, yeah, opponent does get to draw there of this, and yeah, we activate Brand Fusion, send Albaz and Cortesia. Going to the Albion Effecture. Now here my opponent decides not to use DD Crow, but it wouldn't make a difference, we just got Brand Red, target the Albaz. Anyways, if he did, yeah, I mean, we would just change the Brand Red, yeah. Going to Rebellion Effect, discard Serenia, add back, shuffle back, and then going to Merge. Merge effect, your opponent does chain the Caesar to make it unaffected by activate effects. Cool, that's fine. Summon Rebellion effect, your opponent still doesn't use DD Crow there. Cool. Enter battle phase. Now we destroy his Caesar with Starving Venom. And yeah, this is, wait, is that game? Yeah, this would be game. This is 5000. Yeah, opponent. Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't use DD Crow there. He really should have used it somewhere, but I think, would we still have game? I think we would. I think we still would, but yeah, doesn't do anything there. So yeah, that's the duel, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.